Are we live? I don't know. Is it working? Can you hear me? How about now? Well, I hope so. There's a little counter thing going. I haven't done a lot of these live YouTubes. I'm working on a shirt today. When I get done, I'm going to clean out my airbrush guns, and I thought you guys, whether you're here to come watch me airbrush or ask some questions or watch me clean out the airbrush guns or just watch how I do it. Either way, you can come in, watch for a couple minutes, then go about your day. If you don't know who I am Crazything, the airbrush guy. And I airbrush a likeness of absolutely anything that you can imagine. Anything that you could want, I can airbrush a likeness of it. If I need to prove myself to you, go to crazythingart.com. If you want to order from me, there is a link in the description of this video. It's my Etsy link. You're going to want to check that out. Regardless of what you think of me or my work, you still need to go check that out. If you can't find it, go to etsy.com. Search for Crazything Art. If that doesn't work, Google me. Google Crazything Art. You'll find me, but I got work to do. So this wild and crazy shirt is a custom request from a client. And I'm going to finish it up right here on live video. I've actually been working all day on it. It is a lot. This is both sides. It's a continuous image that wraps all the way around the shirt. And when I say all the way around the shirt, I mean it. Like, check this out. That's the front. And it wraps all the way around to the back. But I'm almost done. I've got the image laid out. I laid it all out in white first. Once I laid it out all in white, I came back. Then I hit the colors up. Bobby, what's up, Unstoppable? How you doing? I see you in the chat. Thank you for chatting with me. Thank you for throwing something in the comments for me. I don't know how this video is going to do. Figured I'd give it a try. Mix it up a little bit. Check on those algorithms, or I think that's the word for it. Alright, so now I'm going to add yellow to the lightning. That's what the customer asked for. Once I add the yellow, I'll be done. And then I'll show you how to tear this apart, clean it up, and be brand new again, ready for tomorrow. Are you ready? What I'm doing now is just going over what I've already done. I'm going to go over the lightning. This should really make it pop and stand out. Me and big words? No, we don't do big words. We don't know what those are. Can't spell them, can't say them. I let my actions do the speaking for me. See, that looks pretty good. That makes it stand out really good. I like that. It'll be a happy little lightning bolt. Alright, let's continue following the lightning bolt. We're going to ride the lightning today. And even though I've actually got 3 airbrush guns with paint in them right now, I'm not going to clean all 3 of them out on video. There's just no point in it. But I do feel this video needs to be made. I have used this one airbrush gun just this one, to do all these colors today. I tried to start with a lighter color. I think I went from green to orange to red to blue. Then I flushed it out completely to go back to yellow. When I flush it out, I use a little bit of reducer and flush through the gun to get all the color out best I can. This is Crazything acrylic paint that I got from Coast Airbrush. And I am using an Iwata Eclipse airbrush gun. Now it's going to get pretty complicated here because I got to twist and move this shirt. Make sure I get all this lightning. Now we're going to rotate it. Come over here to the front of the shirt. We'll pick up this sleeve first. And like I said, once I get all this yellow done, I will be cleaning out my airbrush gun for you here on the video. So if that's something you're not interested in, then I completely understand. And if you're watching this later and that's something you want to see, then maybe you could watch it or fast forward it, whatever you need to do. Whatever works best for you. I'm just trying to help out. It really brings it out with that yellow, doesn't it? The initial design I put on here that they wanted, that's all background. Then the lightning will be in the foreground. Not much left now, almost done. When I finish this shirt, I will be heat setting it with an iron on an ironing board. And then I will be spraying safety over top of it, just for a double protection. Seems to work the best for me. I don't have a heat press. Thought about it a few times, but I haven't done the research to validate spending that kind of money. And I would only buy one new. I would never buy something like that used. Not a good idea. Alright, we got this little stretch right here. Hopefully there's still enough paint in the gun. Do this last little stretch right here, guys. Now we're going to double check it. No notifications. Well, Teresa, we were on earlier and there was nothing going on where we were at. We were on TikTok, yeah. I came on TikTok after lunch. There was not much going on. So I figured I'd jump over here, try to shake up some algorithms, maybe pick up a customer or two, get some new eyes. And then I was thinking, well, where can I go that's going to help the most amount of people? And TikTok wasn't it. Facebook wasn't it. So I thought I would try over here on my YouTube page, where I'm always trying to push people to come over to my YouTube, watch my videos. At least here, I send a lot of people over here. I sent a lot of people over here from TikTok and Facebook, and tell them, hey, go to my live playlist and I'll show you how to do this and how to do that, and you can watch me airbrush. All right, we are finished with this shirt. Let's check it out, shall we? Let's see what it looks like. Make sure I didn't miss some lightning somewhere. Be easy to do on a shirt this crazy. I don't guess anybody got a notification, Teresa. So, all right, that shirt, I am going to be finished with it. That shirt is done. Set these over here so you got something cool to look at. Bugs everywhere. Phew. It's always good on video. I'm pretty sure that bug hit me right in the back of the head, and I don't know where it went. It's always creepy when it does that. Hopefully it wasn't anything poisonous, right? Zoinks! Alright. So for those of you that want to know, this is my Iwata Eclipse. I am going to clean this bad boy out, and when I clean it out, ooh, I just barely had enough paint in there. We timed that just right, didn't we? So you take the lid off. And again, I'm going to show you how I do it. I'm going to show you how Crazything cleans out his airbrush gun. I'm not telling you this is the correct way. I'm not telling you this is the only way. I'm telling you it's my way. Water. I use water. I mark my bottle so I know that what else is, there's nothing else in it. I fill it full of water. I'm going to spray it a little bit. Spray some of the water through the airbrush gun. But now I'm going to stir it up. This gets all the excess paint off the walls, on the inside, and all over. And I'm going to dump this. I keep a place, actually currently have a towel underneath my easel that I dump this on. I always have rags. I'm a painter. I tend to get a little messy sometimes. I always got rags. But these brushes come in very handy. See, look how much cleaner it already is, just with that little bit that I've done. It's that little bit of water. So now I'm going to carefully wipe out the cup. Nice and easy. Doesn't require any crazy strength. Some more water. Now, a lot of the manufacturers will tell you that you can just squirt water through it until it's clean and you'll be done. Well, that doesn't always work for me. So what I got to do, after I've sprayed it out a couple times, there's still some yellow water in here. Put your finger over here, keep it away from your face. You can blow bubbles with it. Those bubbles are not clean. Those bubbles are not clear by any means. Those are very yellow bubbles, which means it's nowhere near clean. Now, if you was to look in here, I don't know if the lighting is going to allow you to look in here. You're not going to see any yellow paint. But it's not clean. There's still paint inside this gun. So what I'm going to do, twist off the back, put this away. This chuck right here holds your needle. Going to loosen that. Carefully pull the needle out. Straight out. Don't drop it. Look, I've even got some blue on there from all the flushes earlier. I take my finger and clean this just because I don't want anything else on it. You got to be very careful with these needles. Not only are they sharp, they need to remain so. The better shape and as smooth as this needle is, the better it's going to work for you. So wipe your needle off. Set it down in a safe place where it won't roll off into the floor. It happens. I'm going to put some little bit more water in there now that the needle's gone. See, even my trigger's getting sticky. See that? It shouldn't be going. All right, we're gonna work on that issue as well. So this first little piece here, that's just my little cover for my needle. Protects my needle when it's sticking out. That's your needle cover. And I'm sure the vocabulary on this isn't correct. It's whatever I want to call it. So that's your little end piece, little end cap that covers the needle. Set that down in a safe place. Next, I'm going to take this part out. Now this part has an internal cone on the inside that will fall out if you're not careful. Everything should be finger tight and finger loose. See that cone? That should come with it. Don't let it fall. Don't let this piece fall and hit the ground. Now, what I do is I put these in my lid. So they're actually over here in the lid, soaking. Getting nice and happy while I clean this part. So you have these handy dandy little brushes right here. That's what you're going to start using first. Now if you want, we were having trouble with the sticky trigger. I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger out. It'll come out like that. And it'll go right back in like that. I'm going to clean the trigger part. So here's your trigger. It pushes this back and forth. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that part out by pulling back on it. That'll open it up. And then carefully, what I do is get a little brush in there, and you will hit that air. This works for me. Now, somebody may see that and go, oh, you can't do that. Works for me. So next, I'm going to clean this part out. Make sure there's no paint. There is an O-ring around on the back of the side of these threads. Make sure that O-ring's there. That helps seal everything nice and tight. If you see anything inside the cup here that you can't reach, get your brush in there, clean it out. You don't want any little specks inside there. Anywhere. You don't went through the trouble of taking this dude apart? Let's clean it out. So that's parts clean. Now I'm going to put the trigger back in, pull it back. Sounds like it's got a better response. We'll set this down so that I can clean out the parts we took out. Same concept. Remember this one's soaking over here in the water? We'll clean it out. You see anything in there? Get a brush in there, clean it out. I know that you guys, the lighting's not going to let you really see in there. You should definitely be able to see through it. That shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't have any paint in there though. Next is what I like to call the heart of the airbrush. That is that cone that we took out, remember? Same concept. I can see the blue paint still in the bottom at the end of that. So I'm going to start off with a bigger brush. I'm not going to force it, just barely. Whatever it wants to do. Don't force it, don't push on it. Whatever goes in there, whichever size you need. Now I will show you one little trick, because you're probably not going to have a brush that'll go all the way through this. Okay, so how do we fix that? I have a spare needle from a gun. All these are bad words. That I used to own, that I put tape on the back of the needle, because I use that for one purpose, and that is to clean out this little nozzle. I know that as long as this needle will go through there, then the one designed for it should have no troubles. What's up, Logan? How you doing? All right. I'm ready to put it all back together again. So here we go. If you've got this far, and if there's anybody watching this video and you've gotten this far, maybe you paused it a few times, had to catch up with me, whatever it is you're doing, that's fine. Hold your gun up like this now that you got everything clean. Pause it anytime you need to. Screw this back on. Get it hand tight. That's it. That's all you got to do. Finger tight. Now here's a part you want to be very careful with. This has to go straight in. Okay, so I will use a finger as a guide, but it's hard to see on video. Nice and straight. And you'll feel it. You don't have to force it. It's all the way down. It's, you know, you don't have to just barely get it all the way to the end, and it's done. Now, once you got your needle all the way in, I did it out of habit. I've done this. I do this every day. Tighten your chuck back up once you got it all the way in. Now, remember the end cap? Here's the end cap. Carefully put that back on. You could do that before you put the needle in if you want. Got all these parts. Remember the back. Don't forget the back. Always put the back onto the airbrush gun. Now, I like to keep mine wet. What I mean by that is I keep water in the gun. I'll spray out a little more just to make sure there's nothing in there. But I will keep some water in this gun when I put it up. But I use these every day. So having the water in here won't hurt me. I'm going to put the lid back on. I know the lid's probably got a little paint on it, and that's okay. You want to clean that off, you can. If not, I'll probably get it one day when I've got a little bit more time. I'll probably go back over all that, because a lot of this is dried up. A lot of it will be on the outside of the gun. Not that big of a deal, but since I am making a YouTube video, if anybody's actually sitting there listening to this, it is a good idea to go ahead and get all the paint off there that you can. But I'm going to put the lid back on here and show you that it is in fine working order. It's not sticking anymore. It's doing a fantastic job. It's spraying out the water. We know we are good to go and ready for paint. If you are brand new to airbrushing, I will recommend that you use water in your gun first before you ever put any paint in it. Learn how to use it with water. But if you're this far into this video, there's a good chance that you've already started painting. You've already put paint in your gun, and you've probably already had a few issues. Well, if you're having issues, do what I just did here. Clean your gun out. Get it immaculate. Make sure every little speck and every little bit of paint is out of that gun. Then put some water in it. You need to be able to do that. If you can't do that, then you have an issue. And if you have some kind of issue that's that bad, shoot me a message. We'll figure it out together. I don't mind helping you out. So I believe I have enough time to do another project today. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is cutting this video short, seeing if I can download it, share it out to the world, and then I'll probably end up going on TikTok Live and airbrushing something cool. You should check that out. You need anything from me, don't forget, shoot me a message. Go to my Etsy page, go to my Facebook, send me a message through Messenger, give me a call, whatever you need. I'm here for you. Until then, make sure to drop me some comments. Put hashtag Crazything Army if you don't know what to comment, or tell me where you're from. Definitely let me know if this video was any help to you whatsoever. That would fill my heart and make me feel really good that I'm not wasting my time making these videos and that somebody got the opportunity to get helped by them. If I'm doing something wrong, I don't need you to tell me that. I'm doing what I do that works for me. And I'm just sharing that with you. So guys, for now I'm going to go, but I will see you in the next one.